The extreme and oppressive heat has everyone into adjusting how to get through the day or night with enough shut-eye. Dealing with water shortage, though, is much more problematic, even as the modular desalination of brackish water and the integration of flood control projects are workable solutions. Our Kenneth Paciente has more on the sectoral meeting on water conservation the president spearheaded earlier today.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. wants to ensure all areas in the country have sufficient water supply. At the sectoral meeting presided by the President in Malacanang, he instructed concerned government agencies to ensure adequate water supply to the 40 million underserved Filipino population. This is the population that doesn't have a regular or proper source of water supply.
By far, most of them are in Mindanao. A lot of the communities in BARM still do not have access to a formal water supply. I should also mention, and this is a statistic that I hope everyone remembers, we have roughly around 7,600 plus islands, but not many people know that 5,500 of those are small islands. And many of these small islands do have communities, mostly fisher folks, and each and every one of those do not have access to water.
One of the strategies that the DNR is working on is the desalination process, or converting salt water to fresh water so that affected individuals can benefit from. But because this process is expensive, the agency now does the so-called modular desalination.
Sinlaki lang siya ng container van at it can provide water to up to around 500 families in each and every desalination plant.
However, the budget here is still a challenge, especially since each unit costs 5 to 8 million pesos, something the agency is working on. And amid the threat of La Nina, President Marcos Jr. wants to integrate the flood control management programs of DPWH for more effective water management and conservation. 4,700 flood control projects have been completed and 4,000 projects are ongoing.
Flood control infrastructure program is just one of the components to address flooding problems. No? Kasi sabi ko, nakita namin kasi that one of the causes now of flooding in many areas is actually yung, for the longest time, wala man nagdi-desilt ng mga rivers. So the river beds are very shallow now. So in the event of any rainfall na medyo intense, siyempre umaapaw na kaagad yan because the river beds are very shallow. The river beds are very shallow now. So we have to, one of the programs of the department is to undertake yung desilting and dredging of yung mga major rivers and tributaries actually para magkaroon ng increased carrying capacity of the rivers.
Meanwhile, the National Irrigation Administration or NIA targets to sell 29 pesos of rice in August through the Kadiwa ng Pangulo stores. According to NIA Administrator Eduardo Guillen, the NIA is expected to have approximately 100 million kilos of rice in August for sale.
Siguro one family, 10 kilos per ano namin. Kasi ang sabi naman ng DA, tuloy-tuloy yung kadiwa. May kadiwa ng Pangulo eh. So 5 days a week yata yung bentahan natin.
29 pesos per kilo of rice is expected to be sold in Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. Kenneth Paciente from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.